Celebration Steam, obviously, with some DLC, so Pink Forest, Steam, Stockton, Celebration Steam, Tees Valley Line, these are the legends, Great Western, 32, and then the most expensive one, as you can just see here, it would be £120, £10, but because I have some of the DLC already, it's not that much. You get West Coast Main Line, Preston to Carlisle, and London to Milton Keynes, Cross City Line, South Eastern High Speed, the Overground Line, so the Suffragette Line, the Avanti West Coast Pendolino, and the Centro Railways 323. And then you get just a full-on dovetail collection down here, mainly focusing on TSW5 content, but there is a bit of TSW4 and beforehand content. So you got Frankfurt S-Bahn just down here, which is new. Need to have gone that. I haven't actually got that yet, but that is £210. That's out because obviously the Great Scarron is happening soon. But today, what we are doing, when we load up TSW5, we are going to be hopping on the Cross City Line and having a look on the new Class 170 pack, which came out on Tuesday. I have done multiple videos, but for some reason it's just bugged. The one that I did last night, it was like I just kept getting red signals, like I was following a 323, and I ended up like almost just over 10 minutes late, give or take, on timetable mode. So we're going to hop on and do a scenario today involving one of these 170s. I've done one of them. That is a video in the making. Almost. So we're going to get into it. We're not going to do that one. We're going to do one of the other two. I'm hoping the one that I do pick, because that one is cross country, the other one seems like it's cross country. We get the West Midlands Railway livery Class 170. I could have saved some time and have TSW already opened, but hey, let's just get into it. So scenarios. So yeah, I did rerouted. I'm hoping this icy incline one is one which goes is WMR, West Midland Railway. Says WMT there, it says it here because it's obviously part of the same pack. It's kind of similar how the 158 and HST shows up. It says GWR sometimes and not the Midland Main Line one. But let's get into it. It's another route I haven't actually played that much of yet, because we're waiting to do quite a bit of it on stream. We're on the PC as well, but icy incline. Let's get to it. The Lickey Incline near Bromsgrove is the steepest railway incline in the UK. Unfortunately for you, you're running a passenger service to Birmingham New Street, and the winter chill has plenty of time to freeze up the rails. Prove you're a master of traction and defy the weather in the 170. Okie dokie. Yeah, we are in one's West Midlands 1, the way I know that is by these. We're going to get the AWS on. First off, just look behind you. Actually, you don't need to do that straight away because it'll go off whilst you're not in the seat. So yeah, you need to, it's like the Pendolino, you just need to flick a switch just behind you. Put that in neutral, set the DRA on. The wiper speed selector is just here, which is nice. And you can change the wiper speed itself. Oh, it controls both. I thought it'd be, no, it won't be like 350 because 350 is a bit separate. Forget about that. And we need to set the headlights. We'll set them, yeah, it'll be day running. But yeah, who don't like a bit of snow with good old diesel? Apart from when you're going up the Lickey Incline, which is a pain in these already, going slow, but luckily we've got hill start if we need it. I'm just going to tick that on because you roll back like a little bit because we're already at 0.9 incline here. We've got the sander somewhere, I hope. Where's the sander on this? Here. Okay. I'm gonna close the doors now. Gonna reset the DRA. Set that to forward. We're gonna go. And if we need to. Oh, it's because I've got that hill start on, isn't it? Come on. It just likes rolling backward a little bit. Oh god. Put the hill start on. Whoopsie daisy. Right, put the hill start on. We'll apply sand. Oh, come on. Go forwards. Go forwards. Come on. I think pressing. No, that's engine start. There we go, it's just X. Maybe it just. We gotta stop in time anyway because we're gonna hit the red signal. Alright, supply sand. Put it on power 2 now. Like, it don't look like there's much of a gradient, which in theory there isn't. But because. There we go. It took a second. So we got 25 minutes to get to good old university. We're going to put the power down a bit more now. Going to keep the sand on until we get to like 25 miles an hour. Just play it pretty easy. I do have the DSD on, don't I? Yeah. No, I'm just making sure because I'm surprised I haven't had it go off. Turn on the GSMR. Yeah, well, on the PC, it still probably won't look the best. We're recording it through a video. So hopefully, well, in a couple of weeks, just waiting on a new CPU to come, and then we'll be doing the streams a bit more on TSW and TSC. It's just CPU kind of bottlenecking the rest of everything now. But we've got TSW and TSC on an SSD, which is nice. We've got 1080 Ti. That'll be upgraded in the future. And then we're getting rid of our 3200G. We're replacing that with a 5600X. Good budget CPU. Pretty much run anything nowadays. But when I say upgrade the GPU and the CPU in the future, it's literally when I get back to work, we'll be saving up for a AM5 system with new, more modern GPU. Oh, God, I love this stuff. I can't remember the last time I did a run on this route in the snow. You know what, we'll get our quick thumbnail here. Where are we thinking? Maybe somewhere up here? Like this? It's a shame we don't have like a 323 or a cross-country 170 going the way, because that would be a pretty decent photo whilst we're on the Licky incline, you know. Obviously, in that distance, in that direction, is where I was born. Go the other way from Barnt Green, down Redditch. It's the town I was born and raised in. That's why I love this route. DSD going off. Just a bit. We've hit 40 though, surprisingly, going up. Shall we see if we can go faster if we put the sander on? Be surprised if we got any sand for how long we've put it on for. Nah, it don't look like it's doing anything. Little. I remember right, oh, are we only yeah, we are, we're in the dash 5, 6. Yeah, so I put one of in my predictions, or not predictions, in what I want to see video. Basically, like, we got this camera, but there's a camera in TSC, I believe at 20 press 4. We don't have that. It's basically the camera kind of pans facing the train and then just continues doing that. Like, you'd have one on the side of the track just here, one just above like the lines, and it kind of look down and follow it through. I wish we had that, because it just makes it so much easier at times. But I don't know how hard it would be to implement for DTG and Unreal Engine compared to whatever, like the Railworks engine like TSC is. It'd be nice if they had it though. It definitely would be nice. It would just make kind of a flyby a lot more easier. Like, you can do that, and then you can't press it again, kind of thing. But yeah, it's nice to have cross country in. It's nice to have more WMR liveries in. Give a little toot here. But hopefully, when it comes to my predictions video in a week or so now, it'll probably come out either 14th or the 21st, whenever I could be bothered to really do it. Yeah, all I know, I want to do it before the stream comes out, and then we can go back on that video on the stream and be like, got this wrong, maybe got this right. Anyway, we're going to need to put the brakes on, because there's something either stopped at Barn Green or waiting at Barn, just leaving Barn Green. Shall we have a look? What are we waiting on? Something to stop there? Yeah, we're waiting for a 323 from Redditch. Typical Redditch holding us up. You think because we're not a stopping service, we'd probably get the clear to go ahead first, because they seem like they're departing now. It kind of would have made sense for us to go first, because we're really only stopping at University and then at New Street, so it seems like we're going to be kind of following that quite a bit. Maybe not quite overtaking that service like I thought we might do, because we've got about 19 and a half minutes to be in University, and we're in University for 30 seconds. It's just got away. There it is, just leaving. Go, 323. God, I'm yawning, and it's what, 1 o'clock? Almost 2. Crazy. We'll get a green to go ahead shortly, I presume. One thing I am going to do is we're going to do like a tier list of the UK content as well that we got for TSW5 just before TSW6, on what I'd rate everything, and there'll be a few surprises up there. Definitely, I thought West Coast Mainline would be a bit higher, but or the top, but you'll have to wait and see on that one, because that'll be coming out probably a day or two after the live stream of when we're going to react to the Dovetail Direct, which is, as a recording list, 25 days away, almost a month away. You know what, because it's cold, I had to get it up to a nice toasty 23 degrees in here. It's not like CompC, they don't really bother with the temperature as such, but was playing obviously last night. I literally spawned in, and it's a video actually. I recorded it, so I'm loading them. And the bus that I was using takes forever just to heat up. Like, I had it on full heat, full like fans going, and it was like a 30-40 minute route, and it went from 15 degrees to 17, which in all fairness stopped them complaining about the heat, but I'd like to get up to like about 20ish just to be safe on that aspect, but it just didn't go. We got a flashing signal. Unless that's just my game bugging. I think it might just be my game bugging, but yeah, it's my game bugging. I think it's just because the angle we were at, and it would just be the pantograph wire just above it. Yeah, overhead wire. I think that's maybe the case. But hopefully going into, what, Longbridge? We overtake that 323. Because it'll cross onto the other line to stop that. Because at the moment it'd be on this track. Because there's no electrification on this one, they're only on these two. So hopefully it'll cross over, go to Longbridge. I believe it has, because we got the green signal. Set the power up more. We'll end up probably catching something else by the time we get there, in all fairness. But when we pass that 323, that would make the screenshots for the thumbnail, I think. Maybe it hasn't passed over. Yeah, maybe. Because this would be the roundabout where you see the red coming up. Because you have to slow down to speed. It will come up like a red. I think I'd have to stop. But it's just that you just have to get down to the speed of the next track. The line speed on the track that you cross over. It's quite interesting that they did that for TSW3. Obviously when Cross City Line came out. This is turn back sidings here. I expect to see a 323. Or not. Oh yeah, I do. It's just there. Maybe not Longbridge. Oh, has he got the right of way? He has. Ah, that's annoying. Oh. We saw some sparking, but this is it. This is it. We got not one, we got not two, we got three in the thumbnail. We're gonna put the brakes on now. 5, 3, 2, 3. This is Northfield. So I think even though they're stopping here, we have to wait for them to pass. By the looks of it, at the next signal, which I don't get. It's just a bit strange. I've noticed this on timetable mode. Like, you think because we're stopping at literally only University and then Birmingham, that even though they're doing stopping services as is, we'd get the kind of advantage on this section just to keep on going. And then obviously if we have to wait for signals on the 2 tracks after Kings and Norton, that then would be following services. Whereas now you think would be the one going ahead kind of thing. Put the brakes on. Anyway, just gotta wait for a trusty old 323 to pass us. Me saying trusty old, these are almost as old, in all fairness. They're not far off. 323s have just been in service on the Cross City anyway since 94. 94 to 24. Long time. Just gotta wait here. What we'll do, we'll set it to neutral, set the DRA on. And we just gotta wait here for a 323 to pass whilst in the snow. Whilst we're here, and whilst we haven't got the green signal, we got everything kind of duped. This is what the 170 looks like on the inside. I'm quite surprised they didn't add like the route map that they have up there, or anything up here. I think what could have been a good idea was possibly, because the TSW's been doing a lot with Calm, they could put the Calm posters there. But actually that's Rivet, but still, well, Rivet that made this, but it still would have been nice. There's a 323 passing. We're probably still going to be waiting a minute just here whilst we're waiting for that to stop at Kings Norton and then go ahead towards Baldville. I take it. Get back at the cab though. Them wipers make it sound like there's a steam engine going on. But yeah, you would have thought we would have had the right of way there. I don't know if that's what they... Yeah, because we've still got about 10-ish minutes to do 2.7 miles, so it is going to be a lot of stop-start, I assume, behind this 323. What we could do is wait till this signal goes green. Instead of waiting it just to show danger up ahead, I'd kind of just have a bit extra time to catch up. Because it will be a lot of stop-start, because obviously they'll be stopping literally all until we stop. They'll be stopping at Bourneville and then Selly Oak, and we stop at University. So it's only 2 stops that we're going to be, well, 3 now, behind them. But it is going to be a lot of stop-start here, and then they kind of get up to 5 ways, and then we're in the clear to get to New Street, so we could just take it easy at the same time. I like the fact with the 170s you got the normal horn and then you got the soft horn. That's weird. Why is it there? There we go. That's sorted. It's kind of stuck there. Where is that 323 now anyway? Is it leaving? Yes, it is. Thankfully. Trent Valley. Oh, well, so that, we'll wait. We will wait. Just imagine contact the signal. Standing at signal. Wait. Wait. Well, I wish like you had one thing I wish with this bag, which you got on the the 5 circle, is you got announcements on 5 circle, whereas this you don't. Just put a sander down just to kind of help us get a bit of traction. Just set off even though we're going downhill always when it's a bit wet or a bit snowy. Because you look at it, the snow's almost over the tracks. Like a couple centimetres from going over, so it's better safe than sorry. If I remember rightly, it kind of looks... Are we sparking across the track like this is an electric train, or is that just because of snow? think it might just be because of the snow that it's like nothing like that, just new snow kind of passing on up. Brakes on again. Are you really only just putting them up? It's been snowing for a while. I know you're in Kings and Norton and whatever, but still. At least these guys have some shelter. Just gotta wait for this to clear now. Stop for one, and then catch up to another. But in all fairness, at least if we stop here, we won't have anything come behind us. There's another 323 passing on by. They do look good covered in snow. In all fairness, which one are you? 221 was that? I know 323222 is Redditch. I hardly ever have 323222 when I do cross city line. Would be perfect if I did, starting at Redditch or going to Redditch on a service. Anyway, we've got the clear. Just put it back into power 3. Just an easy pull away. So it looks like we might get into university a bit early at this rate. I know we've got a red signal coming up just after Bourneville, but maybe by the time we're there it will change to at least a one yellow situation and I can pass through it, and then the next one be red going into Sally Oak. Maybe that'll be the case. Yep, I was right. Also, by the way, plans with the channel, we're going to be doing a bit more sim racing content on the channel, as well as TSW, TSC and OMC, by the way. So, recently got AMS2, and we're going to do some videos on that. Doing some fun combos that you don't see in real life, that you can do in sim racing. So, for example, F1 or Hypercar, Bathurst. Like, we have seen an F1 car around Bathurst, Liam Lawson being the most recent one in the Red Bull, but Judson Button going around setting the unofficial lap record around there in a race car. But I think the hypercars would be pretty cool. Do like a multi-class race going up the hill at Bathurst will be a real pain. Especially if you're stuck behind a GT3 or an LMP2 and you're just faster. I think that'd be pretty cool. And also, I will be ending up at some point getting Le Mans Ultimate, because I think that'd be pretty cool to have. iRacing I've unsubscribed from for the time being, because in all fairness, I think when I get into iRacing, I'd rather have something a bit more than a... Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun to use on the Logitech, it's just when I play it, it's just like 3 o'clock in the morning and the Logitech is just a bit clunky and it wakes people up. The Logitech's a good wheel, it's just the fact that it's clunky, whereas something like even Thrustmaster, it's not clunky. Like, you get the clunks, obviously, but it's not as loud. Just would like something a bit smoother, so I was kind of... It's more when I go back to work, think about like saving up for like a Moser R5 or an R9. Or even Thrustmaster. I think Moser's good because it has decent direct drive capabilities. Whereas the Thrustmaster, was it the 498 or the 598? You can obviously use the entire catalogue of Thrustmaster products on it, so you could have the SF1000 rim, but in all fairness, I like some of the Moser wheels that are out there and might be a bit more expensive, but they're cabin PB, and I'm a stickler for carbon fibre. I'm an F1 fan, I love carbon. In all fairness, what time did we leave Bromsgrove? It's took us almost half hour to get from Bromsgrove, just about 25 minutes almost to get to Selly Oak. Partially being snow, partially waiting behind the 323 at all the stations, but University is this station. Give them some times through Selly Oak. They really did do a good job on this route when it came out. Like, there was a few issues with it, but for example, this up here is the University, and that is spot on to how it looks in real life. Like the funky looking buildings, like how they slant down and they're like kind of like an oval. That's how they look in real life. Because I have used this line quite a bit. Never on a 170, interestingly. I've used a 170 for cross country, kind of on this line. That would go down this line, but I got off at New Street from Derby to New Street, and vice versa a lot of the time when I was at uni, so. They are bumpy. They do get packed, especially the cross country ones, the last service. And you just want to sleep and you have to stand up, they're that packed. I'm hoping we get a clear signal to go by so we can just keep rolling. But I've got a feeling that we won't. Or you watch, as soon as we stop, we get it. Please stop in time, please stop in time, please stop in time. Just about did. Oh, it looks like we got the clear signal from that angle. We quite can't see it, which is not a good thing. Set that back to there. Right, now we do. Let's go. Get some sand down just to help us just accelerate. I think if we took it slower, we could have possibly got there on time, because we're going to be a bit late now. Not massively late, not minutes late, but we're going to just be a little bit late, stopping and leaving. Because we're meant to leave at 30 seconds past the minute. So it's looking like we're not, and we're going to miss the 3-stop board. Just a little bit.
This is a safety announcement. Due to today's wet weather, please take extra care whilst on the street.
Doors, set the DRA. In all fairness, I am very surprised that there's not a signal out of the station and it's a bit further up. I guess you got it going into the station just before, so. Still a bit strange. Anyway, we'll get ready to close the doors in a second. Don't roll back. How we did this time? It was only 0.1. There's also something out in this announcement. Oh. So, hello everyone, happy Friday. This is from DTG Harry in the ETS community stream. For next week's stream, we finally have enough time to do community manager, teaches another community manager how to drive a train. So it'd be Harry and Jamie drive as well. Grongan join community managers, and Harry and Jamie, as one of them, known to drive the ICM Coplamer and as well Groningen line. Dovetail streams will be live starting at 7 p.m. BST. See below our channel links. That seems like it's going to be pretty funny live. But yeah, so as just a reiteration, there is a Celebration and Steam bundle, Celebration Diesel, Electric, and just Dovetail Games collection. Which I didn't really say what was in that Dovetail Games collection, but you could see you got the route that we was just talking about on their live stream. MBTA commuter, so Worcester to Boston, S-Bahn, Cardiff, so off the German route, West Coast Main Line South, San Bernardino line, Frankfurt Forwarder, 390 the train for San Bernardino, I think. The Vectron, the Antelope Valley Christmas pack, the Antelope Valley gameplay pack, the HK pack for West Coast Main Line South, and then a gameplay pack for the Frankfurt Forwarder as well, I believe. You get that all included for the good price of £202. Quite expensive, but it works out cheaper than all that sold separately, I guess. When a route nowadays is minimum of £30, and that gameplay pack I think was a £5 for the HK wagons, so you got a few more timetables and a few more scenarios for that. So I'm not an advocate on the price, but it does work out cheaper than buying it all separately and not in a bundle. How long that bundle is going to be available for, I'd assume just to the end of TSW5 and the start of TSW6. Really. Maybe the end of August. It could be a bit longer, there's not really any inkling on how long it'll be. It just says these bundles exclusive to Steam Store. Bit surprised because I swear they've done bundles beforehand. Feature complete my collection, meaning that if you already own one of the add-ons within them, you can get a discount on the rest. Bundles feature add-on only content, meaning you'll need to own TSW5. So if you don't own TSW5 or got the free starter pack, you need to buy TSW5 separately, which was on sale by the way last week. Meaning you need to own TSW5 in order to make use of the extra routes and locomotives. So for example, the Celebration and Steam one, if you have TSW4, you'd be fine, because you've obviously owned that for, they're all in TSW4. Celebration Diesel, all TSW4. Electric bundle, apart from the Pendolino and West Coast Main Line South and Preston Carlisle, you can use that in TSW4. Whereas most of, if not everything in the Dovetail Games collection was TSW5 content, so you need TSW5 for that. Is it a cash grab? Probably. But it's Dovetail, they've got to make money, and in all fairness, we might hate on how the games are at time to time, but they're the best of the best when it comes to this anyway. I don't know much better unless someone else does. You can give me some pointers on whether to check out or not. Just getting into New Street now, which is interesting because you leave at 10 miles an hour, but you 15, but you enter at 10. But I'm hoping this is literally going to be making a thumbnail, and this is going to be uploaded. And then I'm going to upload the one that I did last night. That took forever. That's in the, I believe it was in the cross-country one, if I remember rightly, for tomorrow. And then the UMC video is going to be uploaded for Sunday, because I'm going to try and get back into regular uploads, because my last video was like 2 weeks ago. almost, one of my videos, almost at 1,000 views as well. Interestingly, it was, I messed up on the start on that. It was a scenario, it was the 170 on Midland Main Line. And I thought, oh, I can go, and then I realised just after when going, I was like, oh, I need to open the doors. Just interesting enough, so. Just a little wee mistake. But now we're in New Street, we're gonna set the wipers took off. Clear that. God, I wish it does snow this year. I do miss the snow. Anyway, we're at New Street and we're gonna open up the doors. Got here a little late, but not massively late. Telling us to lock the doors already? Crazy. So reverse the dwarf, turn the master key out, and put it on locked. Bum bum. You gonna say anything or? Thank you for completing this run. Let's see how you performed. Alright. That's the WMR 170. So we've got purple. So we've got a little bit of speeding, not massively. Purple, platinum. Yeah. It's been a while. I need to get my stops just a bit better. I remember the days on like electric units. It's a lot easier for me because I can get it in the 0 point of a yard. But yeah, that's the 170 pack. That's the WMR one. Tomorrow will be the 170 cross country one. I think, in all fairness, what we could do it on something else. I could go on Midland Main Line and spawn it in on there and do something, you know. In all fairness, I've already got a video on that. I don't know, whatever else I can use, we'll have to see. We're on PC, so all my stuff, all my miles is a lot, like, I need to get up with them. I've done 43 on here. Like, yeah. On console, on PlayStation, I'm like 2,000 miles on the West Coast Main Line South. But I picked all this up because it was on sale anyway, so I was like, you know what, I'll get it. I do have Midland Main Line, just it was installing when it was paused. But yeah, let's have just a little look as well what else you get. So if I remember rightly, rail journeys cross city line. You've got a new one here, so you got slow start and it's cold outside. So you get the 170 introduction, and then you got a bunch of services here, and then tunnel trap as well. And then it's cold outside, so you need to complete that, I believe. Yeah. So you got two of them, so you got quite a bit of content. GWR, you only have the one, Mild Mail, just the one, Southeastern, just the one. I like the ones which have two in. Like this one. This one, Manchester. We'll do a video on this. Probably for Monday. Oh, you've got three actually. Oh, that's cool. Empty stock shifting. And this looks like it's style line. Oh, so this is like that's interesting. So you do to Manchester Airport, which is where that ends, and then Manchester Airport to Windsor. But yeah, that's that. I'll see you in tomorrow's video, which will be 170.